Let me just know if this is working. And then I know if I need to adjust them, yes or no. And if the mic itself works okay. At least I'm online, please, so that should work. Just let me know in Discord if you can hear me, yes or no. If so, then it was the adjustment of the speaker itself. No idea why, but it's something. Yes? Great, nice. Okay. Then I go live again. Then back online. Okay. That means that we are going online again. Let's check this out. Starting a new Twitch. And then seeing if this is gonna work again. Open it in Twitch and see what it does. Open it in Twitch and see what it does. Open it in Twitch and see what it does. Open it in Twitch and see what it does. Open it in Twitch and see what it does. Open it in Twitch and see what it does. 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 Wow, is this just me or is there an echo in here? 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 Me or is there? And these ones out. Is it away? Ah, yes, perfect. Great, okay. Then it's time to start this. Let's see if I can undo my own voice. Where is that one now? Because I'm hearing myself in Discord, I guess. Yeah, true. Let's see if it's gonna work. No, I only have my own one. But it's still somewhere in. Let's do it the easy way. Yes, okay. My mic on my computer was on, so that means what I'm saying is also going into my microphone, and etc. 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 Now it should be fixed, I guess, because I can't hear myself anymore in the stream. So that's the thing. Okay, let's go, guys. Great. Thanks, mate. So, what's on the planning of today? First of all, we're gonna look at the arena. A few days ago, P showed us the new UI of the arena and the different game modes. So first of all, I'm going to start with the arena itself. I'm going to redesign it, etc. Then a sneak peek in the new game mode and the different buildings related to that mode. And at last, we're going to the fortress again. A few small adjustments are needed, but that's for later on. So first of all, I will go inside the game and show you a bit what is going on. Of course, we all know the Sparta Arena, the big one in, of course, Sparta. We have a few other ones, one in Cyprus. Let's take that one out. It's a circular one. Yes, so this one, and we have the last in our capital city. And the one in the capital city is the one we're going to redesign, simply because it's, yeah, how to say it, a bit of an ugly building, and you can't define it as a real arena. Yeah, this one over here. It is an arena, but if you're new to the game, I personally don't see that it is an arena building. So it's time to redesign this, especially in mind with the new UI of P. So how are we doing this? First of all, I have here my my designs. Oh, am I on? Wow, this is annoying. Yes, there we go. Thanks, mate. So we have the three buildings. Again, the one in the home city, the ugly one. Um, yeah, in the files it's a mercenary hall, so not even an arena. And then the main arena in Sparta. Let's take this one out. And that's the one we all know, which is, let's take a second. Let's take, come on. Yes, this one. And this is the more familiar one, the real arena, and not that ugly as the one in the capital city. Sorry guys for the bit of a mess at the start. My microphone was off, and it's the second stream I do, so I hope you forgive me. So, time for the redesign. And therefore we go into Blender, and here we have the blend file. So first of all, the different buildings we have in the game. So I have here a few different versions. First of all, the Sparta building, that's this one. And then we have our ugly one in the middle here. And out of that I made two different versions. So I started with this one, a kind of a semi-building, semi-arena building, which is more, yeah, how do you call it? You know those movies where they have those arenas in the desert, where they have those pit fights? Yes, you already guessed it, the gladiator one. And we transformed that in a new kind of one which shares some of the identical parts of the arena building in Capital City. So the roofs in wood, and some of the banners hanging between the roofs. So that's ended up with this one here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna give it texture. Let's see why the texture does not show up perfectly. And yes, that's my USB drive. Let's check it out. Ah, here we go. So here we have one assigned, and this one is the capital. Is it this one? Hello, where are you? So the middle one is already set. Then the corners. Hello, where are you? Ah, let's set it again then. New image. Open. I guess it's in my mercenary hall. This one. Yes, so here we go. And this is the start I made. So the same concrete as the capital one, but what we're going to change is this roof texture. So first of all, opening the image editor, UV editor, over there, UV editor, yes. Very simple one. And then we're going to look at which part we need to change. So first of all, the roofs. Let's check them out in top view. Yes. And basically only this one needs to be done. Unwrap from view. There we go. And then these ones apart. This one, the other one. And feel free guys to ask any kind of questions about the UI. Later on we're going to the the other buildings, so the buildings of the game mode. And then I try to give you some ideas what the game mode is about. But first of all, this building. Seam in the middle. And then move it over there. So basically overlap it, so we don't need bigger amount of textures. Okay. And then the roof part, we need the one over there. Let's see if we can make a good looking thing out of it. This one a little bit down. Away. There we go. It always starts to look like something. That starts to look okay. Means gonna push this direction and then scale this one. And now if we move it, that was scale x minus 1 g ice. And then it's a matter of finding the right balance. A little bit too much at some points. Likely we need another seam in there. And also one over there. And then we can adjust this a bit better. So the ones at the base are okay. This one is okay. And here we need a bit more. See if we can make it a bit better related to how these things fall off. What looks better? Oh, maybe I can fix it another way. This looks fine for the base. Let's copy it over there. L7. This one. Where are you? Greedy cursor. Yes, there we go. Okay, then the corners again. We've pasted them over here. Let's do these ones first. The outsides. You unwrap. And this one, yeah, it's basically copying all of them to the part above. Not all that special. Let's get them up there. Up. Then these ones. You unwrap. 90 degrees scale. And also there. This is basically how textures work every time. Just a matter of finding the right place to put them. And the easier the texture, or the easier the mesh, the easier you can make it yourself to place them on the right spot. And some buildings really have difficult meshes with circles and other round edges. Those are a little bit harder to map on the surface or on the texture. This works fine. And then the other two. And that should do it. Okay, so that's in place. Let's do it again for the other roof and see if that looks alright. Okay, there we go. Then I see I missed some of the corner parts. So when we go in again to our capital city, we missed the corner in iron. So that are these blocks. Let's give this one texture as well of the mercenary hall. That is material 2. So material 2. And yeah, these ones. They need to be in. So then it's a matter of copying them from one model to the other and to place them on the corners. Let's see. Where are you? 7, 8. And Z-axis. There we go. Bit there. One over there. And then 2 on the 2 sides. One over there. And 1 there. And then again, copying them to the other side around. So there we go. Maybe a little bit too big. So let's scale them down a bit. That's better. So that's amazing. Then the only part left is this roof top. And they basically work the same way. So these ones. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And which texture am I gonna put them? Which is easier? Arena or Sparta? This is the capital one. That's needed later on. Arena has this, and Mercenary Hall has these. Not really a big difference. Guess this one on top here is the best. So let's do this one first. Wrap from view. And don't forget to ask your questions, guys. Let's make this interactive. Why not stone for the arena? For which part? To what I'm doing now? So these ones? Or just go on? It is an interesting question. So, for these ones. We can check it out about both. Good one. Let's do stone. Let's see what it does. Then we're gonna need texture over there. See what it does. Then maybe the other one. It makes it even easier. This can work. Let's see, that needs to be then. Which has it? Mercenary arena plus and image. And that should be this one. Oh. can be scaled up a lot. Not directly the best, but it works. These ones, of course, needs to have another one. You unwrap like that. Maybe this isn't good. Maybe it's not that bad. We're gonna do them both, so we can make a decision later on. What? Just say make a bit wider to mix marble and stone. No, go on, go on. That's how this stuff works. I guess the stone is not a bad idea. I like it. And about colors, yes. Colors is something that's be done later on, because it cannot be done in Blender itself. It needs to be done in Photoshop to mix them around. But yeah, you're right about the color itself. It may be a bit lighter or darker, depending on how the rest of the building looks like. So, and this one back in place. And with a bit of luck, I can easily delete the other ones and copy it. This one, and that one. Delete. And since this cursor is still in the middle, I can rotate them around the cursor. 180. Let's see. My battery is running low. Yes, okay. Copying them and scale them. Scale around the x-axis -1. And the same for this one. Scale around the x or I -1. Yes, there we go. How does this look without? Yeah, you're right. The color is a little bit dark, but the stone is not a bad idea. So then, of course, this middle part again, because this part looks extremely off. Thanks, by the way, about the building. You unwrap from view. That's better. As large as possible. And assign it to this one. Because Rome. Maybe I can show you one of the buildings, but then I have to look in my repository. But we are working on the palace. But that thing is insane. That's so immensely huge. That's nothing compared to this one. So this is basically the new arena then. Of course, some tweakings in the colors. A little bit too dark. Needs to match these ones so they are the same as these blocks. But I don't want to spend that much time in doing details. Not that great to look at. So let's move to the next section. And that's maybe a very interesting part, but there the new game mode is coming in. So therefore I'm going to my Roman branch. to the Roman editor. And I'm very, very curious what you think of the next 3 buildings. 10th floor, also possible. Good one. Good ideas, mate. Nice. Then I have to look at it if I have even a sand texture. Never seen that one. But yeah. Yeah, blood and blood. That's something never seen in Age of Empires Online. There are also blood codes, so when a unit dies you get blood on the ground, but even that one is deleted or disabled. So here, the editor, and I'm gonna go to the wonders. And first of all, a recap to the Roman wonder. Haha, Peggy, yeah. But also Microsoft and the cartoonish view of this project. So here, the Roman wonder again with something you didn't see before, and those are the new statues. So let's look in detail in the statues and see if they are familiar for all of you. That's something we waited for a long time to get them in. So we first start with Apollo, god of music and welfare, etc., beauty, something like that. Then June, Hera, sun. Yes, that's it. June, so the goddess, basically the mother of all gods, with the peacock. And the peacock is a symbol of June itself, where Jupiter transformed in other animals. It was June which had the peacock. So then Jupiter over there. Then we have Mars here, god of war. Mercury, Neptune, Venus. Someone was asked when we announced the first ones. Vulcan, and those are the 8 which are inside the building. So you have 16 slots and 8 statues, so 2 times 8. All these statues likely will be available in Vanity, so you can place them in your own capital city. And from the base files, we discovered one extra statue, and that's the statue of Caesar, and that's this one. And from here, we are going to the 3 buildings we've made for the new game mode. Because this one, yeah, it is Caesar, but it doesn't look as strong as we hoped for. So we made 3 buildings, and there we go. Instead of statues, we go to wonders, and on top we have 3 different wonders. The wonder of Caesar, wonder of Crassus, and the wonder of Pompeii. So first, the wonder of Caesar. Then we have the wonder of Pompeii. And the last one, the wonder of Crassus. And as you can see, we didn't make the statues yet for, or the textures yet for the statue. So they are now white, but they will of course be something like this one. Yes, moneybags. That's basically the thing how you can recognize Crassus over Caesar and Pompey. And yeah, I cannot tell that much about the game mode, but what I can tell you is that it deviates of the concept of Crete, because Crete has these waves, and you have to walk through all of them to end the quest. And that's okay for the more skilled players, but for the less skilled players, it's horrible to do because it takes so much time, and basically they end or they die just before the quest ends. So in this new game mode, we developed something which is interesting for all kind of players. So even if you are just new to the game, you can play it and play the same quest as the pros. But due to the setup, uh, you do less. Wow, how to say this? Um, yeah, the name is not a secret anymore because it's already on P's website, and it's endless, so endless mode, and it sends you more and more units. So non-skilled players will not stand that long, and the pro players will stand longer and therefore earn better rewards. And these three wonders are the central thing on the map, and that's the thing you need to defend. When it falls, your quest ends, and then on the time or the kills or whatever, the longer you hold your place, the better the rewards will be. And then the last part of this stream, and that is the fortress. And the Roman fortress is, I guess, all familiar for you guys. Fortress Roman one, that's this one. And what we noticed, or basically what P noticed, was that this building is a bit off regarding to the towers. Here we have the other ones, the Greek, oh not this one, fortress with BL, DG, Egyptian, Greek, and Celt, and now I missed the Babylonian one. Yes, and once we overlay them, then basically all the towers meet each other in this corner and in the line over there. So the same one for the Egyptian one, same Babylonian, and the Greek is completely off. This is such a huge building, but still the part here is where they meet, and also the line there is where they meet. But when we place in the Roman building, we can only see this corner, and from there the building vanishes. So we need to modify the building so that this part is a bit bigger to its size. So therefore we go into the building, Roman art, so let's say Roman buildings, fortress, and then downloads. And this one into the converter, turn it into a FBX. Yes, there we go. See if there are questions again, which I didn't answer so far. Inverted too? Ah, interesting, P. Could you say so? Could you say so? Blender again. And let's open the new place, fortress. Delete everything. Make it a little bit smaller so I can see the chat. Yes, there we go. Did you miss the new game mode? Basically not, but I can go to the buildings again. These are the three new buildings. We need to do the textures of the statues, but these are the things you need to defend. And then the longer you defend them, the better your rewards will be. It's just a thing in development. So we started, how long did we start with the code? A few weeks ago, we made the first start of the code, but now we just started with the maps and the playtesting of how all these things work together. And since it's a complete new mode, it's not that easy to find the basics of how it will work and if it will work. Then import the fortress. Here, Romans art. That's the question which is a bit difficult. It will be something like Crete, but without the defined ending of Creed. Because in Creed you need to work through the entire quest, so through all 40 waves. But in this one, as you say so, endless, you can step out at wave 10, you can step out at wave 40, or you can go all the way and maybe to 200, 400, or whenever you die. And the longer you hold, the better your rewards will be. So when you drop out at 10, then maybe you get some elite gear, some blue gear, maybe some coins, etc. And when you hold till wave 200, for example, you get guaranteed legendaries or more coins or empire points, all depending on how we will balance this. Again, it's just the beginning, so we have no idea how it will play out. Let's see. Oh, not capital, fortress. Where are you? There you are. Fortress, import, and there we go. For now I scale it up by 10, makes it a bit easy to work with, and then hide the armature. So here we have him, and we're going to see if we can easily modify this building to make it a bit bulkier. As you can see, it's a very large thing, so it will take some time to take it apart. Yeah, where to start? Let's see. Ooh, first, merge by distance. Yes. And then, let's see how easy you can take it apart. GZ point, minus 0.1, 0.2, yes. Or it's easier to go the other way. G, I, X, yes, 0.5, 0.8, 1, 2, 2. Then the gate, also fine. Also the stairs were fine. Why not just make the wall of larger except the base? Yeah, that will also influence the height and also influence the width, so the proportions of the entire building. And that will basically not work when everything is fine except the towers. It is a nice idea, but that will not do the work. Where, yes. Yeah, it is always annoying to just select a part of the building. Buildings are great, but especially these ones are so immensely large. Way more verticals and polygons than the original ones. But with these ones selected, I'm almost there, because the roof can stay into place. One thing extra. What is it? Oh, this one. And the other one. Yes, GX2. This one still, these ones, this base, GX2. And then the wall over there. These ones almost. And GX2. Yes, so there we go. And then hopefully, haha, great. This can be done with one selection, GX2. And also the shields can be done with one selection, GX2. and this one as well. So P, can you tell me again what the problem was with the sides? Just mirrored? Or, yeah, what exactly? Are they mirrored? Can I see it here? SPQR, SPQR. Oh, yeah, here we have them. These ones are off. Same as only these ones. The one there. These ones are okay. SPQR, SPQR. So this one and so that are that's this one, scale it -1, and the one over there -1. Great. GX2. Okay. Then we're gonna do one tower because the other ones can be duplicated. GX. What I'm doing now is duplicating the object. So when I modify something, I don't influence the entire building. So GX -2 again. So now I have two parts. I have this one, and I have the other tower in a separate object. And this is the one we're going to modify. Let's see if we can do it easily. It's kind of a not a cheat, but kind of trick. And it's using a lattice. So this one. And lattice settings. And in this direction, we add 2 of them, 3 of them. And now we're going to scale them exactly over the tower. Yes. And there. Okay. And now for this one, we're going to link it to the lattice. 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 So now when I modify this thing, the building will be influenced by the lattice. So it will mean that once we want to increase the middle parts, then selecting these will already make a difference likely. Let's make it a bit bigger. So, and first of all these. Then this is Blender 3D. It's a free software, that's why we use it. You also have AutoCAD, SolidWorks, 3ds, but all those softwares are very priceful, and Blender is both cheap and also since a few years it's becoming better and better. Thanks Andy. Yeah, now it's just a matter of scaling it to its right proportions. Yeah, the shields, don't look at the shield now. That will be, yeah, another task. Also, Chaos will change the shields. We made a better looking one, but also way less polygons than this old version. Why would anyone use the other programs? Yes. Um, the other programs like 3ds are more integrated in the 3D development sector. That means that all the professional um, organizations use that for a long time, and all the files they use are linked to this software. And Blender is quite new, and every 3D software uses different kind of setups, but also different kind of um, file extensions. So that's one of the reasons they use 3ds. Another one is that 3ds, for example, is supported by an official organization, and Blender is open source. So it's not that great if you need a help desk or need to change documents or need the professional organization to fix a bug. And in Blender, you basically have to wait till someone modifies the code. Okay, apply, and this one can be deleted now. So this already looks better. It's still not as it should be, so it needs to be a little bit bigger. Add it to selected 3D cursor. And see if we can if it worked like that, that would be great, but sadly it doesn't. This is a bit too much. And by the way, I just officially graduated, so I already have my degree in 3D development, but then in the building sector, so like an architect, designer. And now I have that much free time because I have to wait till I'm finding a suitable job. So the first letters and calls are out, and now it's a matter of waiting for reactions. So this is the new tower. I guess it looks better now. Let's see if we can easily copy it for the other ones. I'm gonna take a quick look if I can find my old. Ah, damn. No, I can't. I just switched laptop, so this is my new one. And on my old laptop are the files of the palace. And the palace is an enormous building. Maybe it's in my chat. Let's put this one on Be Right Back to see if I can find the palace in my chat list. Palace. And see if I can show you guys an image of how it looks at the moment and why it's such an enormous building. I guess I don't have the file here, but I can show you the image of it. Oh, damn. Imperial Palace. Imperial Palace. Where to find it? should be in one of my chats, because I have sent it to Chaos. Palace. Imperial, else Andy will have it. Palace. Ah, I'm getting closer now to show you the sneak peek of the palace. It's a while back, so it's not that recent in my chat. Where is it? Quilliver, no. I'm not gonna take that much time looking at it. Seeing if I can find it maybe. And the other one else I will post it later on for you guys. Not gonna find it that fast. Means I have something for you to show after the stream. No, can't find it that easily. Maybe P hit it. So if you can find it, P, feel free to post a sneak peek of the palace in the chat. Have you guys designed Roman entirely on your own, or is it based on old concepts? Do you refer to the city of Rome, or to the Romans as a civilization? Because that's a completely different question. If you're referring to Rome, the city of Rome, then everything is new. If you refer to the units and to buildings, then we had some concepts of how units should behave. We had some things about very early concept art. So all the buildings or all the 3D stuff is new, but not everything, not every idea of the Romans is made by the Celestine. And that goes back to oh yes, great. PS finds something. So yeah, some parts are difficult. If you should have designed it by scratch, it would take us way more time than what we took right now. So for the next civilization, if you're going to make it, it will take way more time than the Romans. Because it's not just only making units, it's also making tags, it's the game code, it's finding a balance in units. So the Romans focus on siege, Greek are all round, Egyptians are cavalry, etc, etc, etc. And the next civilization again needs to focus on a special part of the strategy, and we don't want to focus, or the hard thing to focus on is navy, because navy is very fast OP. And also if you focus on navy, then something else in the civ needs to be scaled down, and that is really very easy to overrun that civilization, because it does not have that much siege units or that strong archery units. Yeah, basically that is a problem of a navy civilization. But yeah, we will likely go to a new one, but that will not happen soon. after Romans we go into small vacation, have some time off, play the Romans, see if you guys like it, if you guys have suggestions, and um, yeah, define our path for the next upcoming years. Small vacation, maybe a large vacation. P, come on, you have so much running every time. When we think one part is solved or one part is done, then P abscess, and we have 2 or 3 new projects like the arena. I thought I had some time to work on Rome, but then hey, the arena building. So it keeps us from the street. Let's keep it like that. And for me, of course, but now I'm free. That's doable. Um, if you take, for example, Chaos, that guy is where he takes his time. I have no idea. But every day he pumps us with um, new great art of gear levels and how armor looks like on different units. It's basically insane. So great respect on his texture work and how extremely fast he's doing all of it and helps us with releasing the Romans as soon as possible. So here we have the new building then. I'm not going to implement it inside the editor now in the stream because that will take some time and also needs some code work. Yeah, which is part of the Celeste team and not that open for everyone. But once done, I will post it in the chat together with the sneak peek of the 3 buildings. So these ones again we have here. So the 3 wonders of the game mode, and maybe also a sneak peek of all the statues of the Roman civilization. So I guess when there are no questions anymore, I'm gonna end this stream. So I'll wait for 5 minutes. If there are questions coming in. So what I see here is, first Andy, if you can make 8 Civ, the identity of it will be a huge discussion. So yeah, we have no guidelines about what the next Civ will be. This one was very easy. It had to be Romans. It was so long running from the beginning of the game. The Romans were really a thing. So we had to make the Romans. But the next civilizations, we have no idea. We can go outside the box. We can stay close to Europe. Maybe go to Asia, Korea, or overseas to the Mayas. We have no idea. It's completely open to both what we like, but also the thing we want to focus on. So if we want to focus on, for example, cavalry, then maybe an Asian Civ fits better. If you want to focus on economy, then maybe a Maya one is better. We have no idea yet. Then another one. What can I see here? Do you have any info about... Oh, that's not something I can answer. Then maybe Andy can do that. He's way more familiar with all the stuff around all the Age of Empire games. And I already see a link, so that will answer your question, I guess. Go on. In my arrogant opinion, Age of Empires 2 questions for Age of Empires Online. Yeah. You can ask them here, of course, but I cannot answer them. I can only answer the questions related to Age of Empires Online and more specific to the Romans. So now I don't see any questions related to the buildings we've done. I'm gonna end the stream here and show you some pictures of the stuff we've made in a few minutes. So I guess in 15 minutes you will have new pictures of both the 3 wonders, the fortress, and maybe also the arena. So thank you guys, and then let's talk further on the stream, on Discord. Thank you, and I see you.